Sure. Right. So yeah, I'm very excited to see uh what kind of deck EB and Brian are playing. Because with these spreads, EB could be playing Burn just as much as he could be playing Battlefield Control, really. And I think I have seen this kind of spread with Divine, Ceremonial, and Charm in Cole from Matt. But yeah, we see. Okay, so we already see a Fire Archer and a Sympathy Pain meditated for ebfritz. So this confirms my suspicions that he is playing a burn deck. And Brian B has 100 Blade in the bin already. And he has just played a Ritualist on Son of Transfusion. So far the spell boards are Butterfly Monk and Salamander Monk for Xander, and Chain of Transfusion, Royal Charm, and Shimmerwing for Cole. And we see a Ritualist, probably for Chain of Revenge, on Xander's side of the board. We see Shimmerwing enter the play. I think Brian has first five Paladin for the Royal Charm Paladin play. As for EB, maybe he's setting up uh, an Earthquake play here. Maybe, I don't know. Because we have one, two. We have six open die for Xander, which could be used for to reanimate an ally. And we have um so now both of them are summoning units at a very fast pace. Sorry, I haven't uh stayed on top of it. Um yeah, so we see Butterfly Monk and Salamander Monk on Xander's side, and we see Glorious Parent fetching Silver Paladin. Yep, I called it. Oh, and 100 Blades. Very. I think that, yeah, that's an interesting play. If Xander is playing for uh, Raptor Herder Recursion, maybe this 100 Blades was a bit early. Oh, Hammer Knight. So this is a double knight open. Yeah. So it's either Sonic or Huntmaster.
Oh, baby, I love you.
What? Okay. This is my mom.
Is it the
Ah, yes, this is recorded.
I mean,
This is my brother. You can say hi.
hi.
Okay. Yeah. So we have Hammer Knight coming down on Xander's side at being attacked by Cole. I think the double knight, though, if this is. Yeah, I don't think there's a possibility beside double knight. And this would be. If it is double hammer knight with Sonic, it would avoid the paladin play, which would be very smart here. Mm, but let's see. It could also be just her earthquake and nature ping to kill the paladin. But yeah, we'll see. Because here, Brian still has two more cards to slash, which could threaten the Hammer Knight in case of an earthquake. Right. We see Brian avoid the Paladin play and simply going for Shepherd of Lost Soul, recurring the Ritualist, going maybe for the longer play, more long term. And I called it Sonic Swordsman on Xanar's side. Now putting pressure. Well, actually, I forgot. How did the Hammer Knight get exhausted? Ah, right. It swung into the Ritualist and killed the Shimmerway. Right, right. So now we will see Royal Charm on the Sonic, and it will probably be guarded. Oh, faster. Right. Very good play. Trading up into the Sonic and really neutralizing Xander's threat, not letting him deal any damage to Cole round one. Very important in this burn matchup to not let Cole, uh, not let Xander deal too much damage from swing to Cole. Uh, yeah. So, oh, Brian hadn't even started the faster. He drew into it. Very lucky draw. Uh, so I'm wondering what those two divine. Oh, okay. So I guess Brian didn't really have a good use for those die. Um. All right. So now, yeah, Brian will use the roll charm and float the divine die. Okay. Okay. That's I'm not sure I like this. Like, frankly, I would still be absolutely fine taking Xander's side of the board right now. Uh, but we'll see. We'll see. Fire Archer coming down. Um, and yeah, in chat, I will be only looking at chat sporadically from time to time. But please let me know if what I say makes sense or if there's something I'm missing or maybe if I should better describe the plays themselves. I don't know. So we see Shining Stag Mount book, summon Shining Stag Mount, uh, come down on Brian's side. This will be useful to mount the Glory or the Shepherd and get another use out of them. EBO meditates another final cry and another Sonic. Well, not no, the first final cry, but yeah. So more burn in the bin again. We have Sympathy Pain, Molten Gold, and Final Cry already meditated for EB Fritz. Um, on the flip side, Brian already has only one more 100 blade in the deck. So we see a Fire Archer coming down the board, getting hit by getting attacked by Shepherd of Lost Soul, and then yeah, they tried. Then we see Brian playing a Rose Gardener. Uh, and EB plays a Salamander Monk, and then we see a Shimmer Wing. So they are just putting down units, not attacking, because the Hammer Knight is very useful, I think, to control the board here. But EB doesn't want to simply swing here without a good target, I think. And also, both players, keep this in mind, are playing around the Silver Paladin threat. So Evie Fritz doesn't really want to play any two attack unit here because it will be a like it would simply be lost to Silver Paladin and Raw Charm. So right, what could oh, Terra Herder now setting up the Shining Stag Mount play, getting the Terra Hatchling ping. Um, okay, yeah. Oh, and okay, I just see treatment got the discard piles open too, so I didn't need to enunciate them for you. Okay. Um, right. So EB Fritz attack the Terra Hatchling with the Salamander Monk. Brian simply guards this, not worried about another knight coming down, I suppose. And EB simply frog pings the hatchling, really denying a lot of the stag mount value here because it simply becomes two dice for a not so great alteration, basically. But Brian still mounts the Terra Herder and going for that phase damage. Me. Oh, no, okay. Going against the Hammer Knight, trying to win the battlefield. I'm not sure I'm a fan of this, but we will see. If Brian can dominate the board and get a top of round swing, this could pay off. Otherwise, if Xander can get a board reset with an earthquake, this will not be so great. Oh well, no. What am I saying? An earthquake would also kill Hammer Knight. So, I don't know. Well, we'll see. Uh, but yeah, here Xander recurs the Fire Archer. really valuing that burn here. Um, so Brian uses Royal Charm probably to stop the Fire Archer from trading into the Rose Gardener, I would suppose. Um, Now what plays are they setting up? I'm not sure. Uh, Simply chain of transfusion. Actually, what? Ryan B uses Royal Charm for nothing. Was this a mistake? Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was a mistake. You. Uh, what happened? I think is Ashtaki asked Brian to use Royal Charm. He did, and then it asked him to select a target. But I think he cancelled at this stage. But this is simply a mistake. They both agreed to manual mode to go through manual mode to cancel this. Right. So now Hammer Knight is technically out of range for Earthquake, but it would be swiftly flashed. So dice are almost equal. Battlefield is currently Cole's favor, but if the round were to end, EB would get more of that Hammer Knight value. So here, really, Brian is also on the clock to avoid death by burn. So I'm really not sure how he can pull ahead uh, here. I don't see like a big play that could really turn the tides. But I'm not Brian. I don't know his deck either, too. So yeah. Oh, another Hammer Knight. This will be tricky to deal with because Brian has already lost his guard. So Hammer Knight would be free to trade into any threat that comes down and kill one of Brian's allies with it. Oh, and what did Gloria's parent bring? Yeah, it fetched Light Swordsman. Right. So here, Light Swordsman could try to attack the Hammer Knight. I'm not sure. I think EB is playing very well here, defending his burn win con because he knows that Ten of Revenge and Fire Archers can tip at uh, Cole's low life total, and that this will be enough to bring him in range for a turn of intensive burn with still two Final Cry, two Sympathy Pain, and two Molten Gold still in the deck if he is packing the full burn package. Oh, so we see Light Swordsman attacking the unexhausted Hammer Knight directly. Interesting. Uh, so And EB guards this. Okay, okay, very interesting. But to be fair, if EB is playing around a okay, no, he simply wanted a target to kill, right? An exhausted target to kill. Makes sense. Because you don't necessarily want to kill the Shining Stagmount. Because after all, next round it will only be two attack and two life. And the Terra Herder is pretty valuable. So here Brian plays Shepherd of Lost Soul, bringing back Gloria's parent, maybe setting up another Light Swordsman play, which could be useful to kill the Hammer Knight if Cole can slash or oh yeah, or trade into the Butterfly Monk. Yeah. Here, yeah, he makes the right call, healing the Hammer Knight, bringing it outside of the range of a direct light swordsman attack. But yeah, actually, depending on what this sympathy die is, Brian could still get a very nice board if he can trade into the knight with his allies. He will have a board that will be vulnerable to an earthquake. But does he have top of round? That could be important to get some damage on Xander. Yes, Brian is going first round three. So here he will be able to go like Shining Stag Mount in and swing. So yeah, I think here after that you simply slash. So if yeah EB passes again, here you simply slash the Salamander Monk. I think you can. Oh no, wait! You actually know better than that. Well, I'm not sure. Do you want to keep the paladin in hand, or are you ready to drop it to maximize your damage? Okay, no. So Brian chooses that to keep the paladin in hand and forego one damage on EB. Fritz's Phoenix Born. And now Brian is ready to swing because if he doesn't, he really exposes himself to an earthquake, which wouldn't be unlikely. Uh, so oh, but he doesn't swing with everything, right? Yeah, that makes sense actually. He keeps some blocker back. Mm, not blocking anything. Okay, I'm not sure what EB is afraid of. But he does start to go on the burn plan here. So this will be tricky for Brian because he will have to start worrying about the counter swing. Uh, and if EB is packing Fork Lightning, this could be very dangerous because oh, earthquake, right? Yeah, called it, called it. Yeah. So this is very big because now the Hammer Knight will exert massive pressure on Brian's board, and the he will not necessarily have the jump blockers to block him. Mm, So here, so yeah, maybe maybe ED still has some final cries there. One final cry left. I don't know. Maybe he will recur the fire archer too. That's another possibility. I'm not sure. Here, here maybe you recur the old salt, kill the Terra hatchling, or you swing into it to threaten Cole's life total. EB passes. Okay. Allowing Brian to summon Shining Stagma. Oh, is this Ice Trap? Is this Ice Trap? I feel like it is. Feel like it is. Or it's another sympathy pain. Could be. But yeah. So here, like Brian is putting very good pressure on the Hammer Knight, and life totals are very close. Like only three life difference, and dice totals too. So like the race is winnable for Brian if EB cannot maintain his battlefield. The biggest issue will be if EB can get two molten goals, for example, really bringing like let's say one this round and another top of round four. Uh, this would be very dangerous. Um, okay, so we do see Hammer Knight blocking the Raptor hatchling, putting putting it in range of the. All right, but Ryan couldn't slash here because, of course, he had already used his side action on Shining Stag Mount. Right, so okay. EB had another final cry, and this is the last final cry. And with 10 of revenge, this puts Brian at 5 life. Very dangerous, already in range of Molten Gold and Sympathy Pain. So now we will see. Brian has put Raw Charm no has put a Divine Die on Raw Charm, so probably preparing to go more aggressively and use his units to swing face. I don't know, maybe. Um, but so far, Brian has mostly summoned very small, low to the ground units. Summoning rally the troops. Interesting. That could have been very useful last time. If he could have swung those units and then like rally the troop, that would have been amazing. He would have healed like 5 damage and gotten a nice swing. So too bad. He didn't have it in hand by then. Okay, we see Shimmerwing and uh, Salamander Monk coming down. Just waiting, I think, waiting for their opponent to come in. Oh, and we see the other Shimmerwing here, but yeah, Brian will not have enough charm dice to use it this round, so this will be a bit of an issue because raw charm is already loaded with the divine die. Here, EB forces Brian to block with the Shimmerwing. Simply, I think again, this is mostly like a waiting move. You're waiting for your opponent to commit more to the board, and let's say Brian commits too heavily to a slow plan, then EB can safely play for burn and assure a burn draw because he's only at six. They are both only at 6 cards in the deck, so it is quite easy to plan ahead what your next round will look like. Ooh, meditating sympathy pain. This is not great. Going for a butterfly monk book. I think I'm not sure I like this because at some point, yeah, like yes, you heal, but ebfritz is not real. Like here, I think genuinely one of ebfritz's problem would be that his spellboard is very weak, so he is at risk of being uh, he is at risk of reaching fatigue. And yes, he has reincarnate to help avoid this, but still, uh, this could be a pressure point. Now, Brian attacked with the Shimmerwing. Okay, what what do they have in hand? I'm not sure. I know Brian still has a paladin in hand. If he can get one on the board, that will get good value. Stick. This is very good. Mm, wait. Okay, old salt. Okay. Yeah, this is not really good if you want to raise. Oh well, no, you can slash the salamander spirit. So okay, no, that's fine. Never mind me. Never mind me. So yeah, that old salt is very valuable. Preparing maybe the top of round with more board control. Um, and he meditates Shimmerwing. Yeah, makes sense because next round you aren't going to try hard the Shimmerwing play anyways. Because you only have 2 charm dice. Oh yeah. Enter recurs fire archer. Very reasonable play. I think this is really setting up the golden gold play for next round. Uh, but here, Brian B. Oh, nice. Old Salt, removing the Fire Archer, preparing a counter swing for 4 damage. Could be even more if he has like a light swordsman in hand. Yeah. But we'll see, because if EB does have the Molten Gold in hand, Since he's going first, he can simply recur Fire Archer, and that would be game. Um, so I really wonder. Earthquake. Okay. Uh, I mean that's good. Like it limits the damage you take, but you then yeah, I don't think Brian is fast enough to race you anyway. Yeah, because let's say you go next round, you don't want to let Brian play the Eternity Flame, Molten Gold, and then you recur Fire Archer. I think. Um, we'll see. It swings into ebfritz. Life total for Xander is 8. Brian the on call is on 4 life. And we see Terra Herder coming down. This will be 1 more damage. Will this be enough? Doubt it. But there is a world where ebfritz does not drop into another Molten Gold. It depends if he's running 3x or 2x Molten Golds. Um, yeah, so here Brian slashes for damage, putting Xander on 6, and then he will slash another time, putting him on 5, which, well, actually does start to become threatening here. Because if you do nothing, let's say you just play uh, Molten Gold, then Brian is in time to play Shining Stag Mount and swing for lethal. And if you play, uh, wait, so right, if you play Recur Fire Archer, then is Brian in time to? That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think. Hmm. Yeah, I think EB has this because if he plays Fire Archer running, yeah, no, there's no outs for Brian unless he's running like Final Cry and Simpid Bane and goes for like, no, not even Eternity Flame works because then you're stuck with lacking snake sides. I think this is GG. Or maybe Brian has heal or like dark grouping. Yeah, the one that heals you and kills a unit you control. Either of those could help bring Brian out of lethal range, but it's still sketchy because Reincarnate, the other fire archer, brings Brian back down to 4. Then there's the threat of kind of revenge. Bring Brian back down to 3, and again in range for Molten Gold. So, really, I don't think Brian can save this. Oh, wait, if he had uh, Blessing of Lightning? Oh, no, no, Blessing of Lightning would have required Brian to have already exhausted 3 Divine Dice. Yeah, that wouldn't have worked. Uh, hmm. Yeah, so. Oh, wait. I forgot that Terra heard her pings. So. Oh, yeah, this is lethal. Wow, so many, so many. Huh. How did I miss that? The did he be having out other than that? Could yeah, he could have frog pinged the herder or the or the Terra itself. Yeah. So he had rally in hand, so he could have swung and healed himself back. Would it have been enough? I don't know. But it would have been a fight. Hmm. Oh no. So close. So close. Very cool game. The game was extremely sharp. Anyway, oh, okay. So EB had 2 molten golds, but he could only play one this round. Um, so yeah, very cool. Very cool game. Very cool decks too. Uh, like I am the first to downplay Xander. I don't think he's very strong, but here EB really shows that as long as like Xander here shines for the ability to recur fire archers, but also because Earthquake is like a pretty strong control tool, which is primordial in a burn deck. So yeah, congrats to EB going forward in the top 8 of AIL 2024. Uh yeah, very well played to both of them still. Ryan B brought a very unorthodox deck and brought it to a very high level. So and also like just to mention, I think this matchup was very difficult for Cole to play because Burn has like an inherent advantage against PBs with lower life totals. So he really made the right judgment calls at a few key points between protecting his life, going for battlefield control, and going for fate damage. So very, very cool stuff. Um, Yeah, I think here I'm basically rambling, so sorry again. So thank you to Treatment for setting up the stream and the audio and everything. Thank you to Dijon for making hashtag a thing without which we wouldn't really have a community, I think. And thank you to Charlotte and the other organizers of AIL for hosting this very cool tournament. It was a blast to play, and I'm looking forward to spectating and maybe commenting again on the other matches. So yeah, have a great evening. If you're not janky, you're stanky. Frag up, guys. And treatment, you can stop the stream.